You think Atlanta's just about strip clubs and trap music? Think again. Hidden behind the entertainment headlines is America's most powerful wealth creation machine for Black women. A city where Black female entrepreneurs launch million-dollar businesses at rates that dwarf anywhere else in America. Where Black women buy luxury real estate in cash. Where corporate America sends its most talented Black female executives to thrive. And where generational wealth is being built by women who look like you. This isn't Chicago or New York where Black people exist at the margins of white power structures. This is the Black Mecca where Black women don't just participate in the economy, they dominate it. But what makes Atlanta different? Why do Black women accumulate wealth here in ways impossible in other American cities? And how did a southern city transform from segregation capital into America's premier Black female wealth creation engine? Today, we reveal the 7 factors that make Atlanta the absolute best city in America for Black women to build serious wealth. Stick around, because the final factor will show you exactly why Atlanta earned its title as the Black Mecca. Number 7. The historically Black college and university pipeline, education as foundation. Black female college graduates, over 100,000 in metro area. Atlanta's wealth creation story begins with education, specifically, the concentration of historically Black colleges and universities that pump tens of thousands of educated Black women into the local economy every year. Spelman College, Clark Atlanta University, Morehouse College, and Morris Brown College create what no other American city can replicate. A critical mass of college-educated Black professionals who stay local after graduation, building careers and businesses that compound into generational wealth. The lifestyle this creates is profound. Black women graduating from Spelman don't just get jobs, they get recruited by Fortune 500 companies specifically seeking their talent. They network with classmates who become business partners and investors. And they inherit institutional knowledge about wealth building that HBCUs have cultivated for over a century. This isn't just education, it's wealth incubation. But it all started after the Civil War when freed slaves recognized that education was the pathway to economic power. They founded schools that would become Spelman, Morehouse, and Clark Atlanta, creating institutions that have produced more Black female college graduates than anywhere else in America. Over 150 years, these schools built traditions of excellence, networks of alumni supporting each other, and pipelines directly into corporate America and entrepreneurship. The Spelman effect is particularly powerful. As America's premier HBCU for Black women, Spelman produces graduates who become doctors, lawyers, executives, and entrepreneurs at rates that embarrass most Ivy League schools. The Spelman network is so valuable that graduates leverage it decades after graduation, calling classmates for business referrals, investment capital, and career opportunities that never hit public job markets. The economic multiplier is enormous. When a Spelman graduate becomes a corporate executive, she hires other Spelman graduates. When she starts a business, her first clients are Spelman connections. When she invests in real estate, her realtor, lawyer, and lender are Spelman network members. This creates closed-loop wealth circulation that keeps capital within the Black female community rather than extracting it to white-dominated industries. What makes Atlanta's HBCU concentration unique is the density. Chicago has 1 or 2 HBCUs. New York has none in the immediate metro area, but Atlanta has 4 major HBCUs plus several others nearby, creating a talent pipeline that feeds local businesses and corporations with thousands of educated Black women annually. This talent density makes Atlanta attractive to companies seeking diverse leadership, creating virtuous cycle. Companies come for Black talent, which attracts more Black professionals, which attracts more companies. And while HBCUs create the talent foundation, our next factor shows how Atlanta's corporate landscape actually pays Black women what they're worth. Number 6. Corporate Black America, the Fortune 500 effect. Black female corporate executives, thousands in metro area. Atlanta hosts 18 Fortune 500 company headquarters, more than any American city except New York and Houston. And these corporations compete aggressively for Black female executive talent in ways unmatched elsewhere. The Coca-Cola Company, Delta Airlines, Home Depot, UPS, and other giants maintain diversity initiatives that aren't just HR box checking, but genuine pathways to C-suite and senior VP roles, paying $400,000 to $2 million annually. The lifestyle this creates is upper middle class to wealthy. Black women earning $300,000 to $700,000 in corporate roles buy homes in Cascade Heights, Buckhead, and Sandy Springs worth $600,000 to $2 million, drive luxury cars, travel internationally, and most importantly, invest portions of their incomes into businesses, real estate, and stocks that build wealth beyond salary. But it all started in the 1960s and 70s when Atlanta's white business elite, led by Mayor William Hartsfield and later Maynard Jackson, Atlanta's first black mayor, made calculated decision, embrace integration, and black economic participation rather than fight it like Birmingham or Montgomery. This wasn't altruism, it was pragmatism. They recognized that Atlanta's future prosperity required racial peace and black economic advancement. The result was corporate Atlanta becoming relatively welcoming to black professionals decades before other cities. When northern cities maintained de facto segregation in corporate suites, Atlanta companies, needing to compete nationally, began promoting talented black employees. By the 1980s and 90s, Atlanta had built reputation as a place where black professionals could actually advance into senior management. Today, walk through Coca-Cola headquarters or Delta's Atlanta offices, and you'll see black women in roles that would be exclusively white in many corporate environments. Senior vice presidents of marketing, divisional presidents, C-suite executives earning 7 figures. These aren't token diversity hires. They're women running billion-dollar divisions who could work anywhere but choose Atlanta because it's the only American city where they don't feel like the only one. The wealth accumulation is substantial. A black woman earning $450,000 annually for 15 years, saving and investing 25%, accumulates over $2 million before retirement. Add home appreciation, business investments, and inheritance, and millionaire status becomes almost inevitable for disciplined high earners. What makes Atlanta exceptional is the density of these opportunities. Yes, black women reach executive levels in New York or San Francisco, but they're isolated, surrounded by white colleagues and culture. In Atlanta, black female executives network with each other, mentor younger black women, invest in each other's businesses, and create mutual support systems that accelerate wealth building. From corporate salaries to business ownership, our next factor reveals how Atlanta's black female entrepreneurship reaches levels impossible elsewhere. Number 5. Black female business ownership, the entrepreneurial explosion. Black women-owned businesses. Over 70,000 in metro area. Atlanta leads America in black women-owned businesses, with over 70,000 enterprises generating billions in annual revenue across every industry imaginable, from beauty salons and restaurants to tech startups and medical practices. This isn't just survival entrepreneurship of selling hair products from a trunk. This is sophisticated business ownership that generates 6- to 7-figure annual profits for thousands of black women. The lifestyle black female entrepreneurs create ranges from comfortable middle class to genuinely wealthy. Successful business owners buy multiple properties, send children to private schools, travel internationally, and most importantly, build assets that generate income independent of their labor. They're not trading time for money. They're building enterprises that could be sold or passed to children. But it all started with Atlanta's historical role as black business capital of the South. Sweet Auburn Avenue in the 1920s was so prosperous that it was called the richest Negro street in the world, home to black-owned banks, insurance companies, and thriving businesses serving segregated black community. Even as integration opened previously white-only markets, Atlanta maintained its tradition of black business ownership rather than abandoning it. The modern explosion accelerated in the 1990s and 2000s as Atlanta's black middle class grew, creating customer base for black-owned businesses. A black woman launching a catering company, event planning service, or boutique could immediately access market of hundreds of thousands of black consumers with disposable income, market that didn't exist at scale in most American cities. The support infrastructure is sophisticated. The Atlanta Business League, 100 Black Men of Atlanta, and numerous other organizations provide networking, mentorship, and access to capital specifically for Black entrepreneurs. Banks in Atlanta have lending programs targeting minority-owned businesses. Corporate diversity initiatives, direct contracts to Black-owned suppliers. This creates an ecosystem where Black female entrepreneurs receive support that simply doesn't exist in cities where Black business ownership is marginal. The industries span everything. Yes, Atlanta has thousands of Black-owned hair salons and beauty supply stores, but it also has Black women owning IT consulting firms, construction companies, healthcare practices, legal firms, real estate brokerages, and tech startups. The diversity of Black female entrepreneurship in Atlanta mirrors the full American economy rather than being confined to narrow niches. What makes Atlanta unique is how Black female entrepreneurs support each other. When a Black woman launches a business, her first customers are often other Black female entrepreneurs. Her vendors are Black-owned. Her accountant, lawyer, and banker prioritize Black businesses. This creates circular flow of capital that builds collective wealth rather than extracting it to white-owned businesses. Before we continue to the top 4 factors, let me ask you something. Are you starting to understand why Atlanta is called the Black Mecca? If this is opening your eyes to how Atlanta builds Black female wealth, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's reveal the top 4 factors that make Atlanta America's Black female wealth creation machine. Number 4. Affordable luxury real estate. Building equity while living well. Median home price, $425,000, 2025. Black home ownership rate, 48%. Atlanta offers something most American cities cannot: the ability for Black women to buy beautiful homes in safe, desirable neighborhoods without selling their souls to banks. While Black women in New York or Los Angeles struggle to afford cramped apartments, Atlanta's Black female professionals and entrepreneurs buy spacious homes in neighborhoods like Cascade Heights, Stone Mountain, South Fulton, and even luxury areas like Buckhead for prices that seem impossible to coastal residents. The lifestyle this enables is transformative. Black women own 3 to 4 bedroom homes with yards, pools, and 2-car garages worth $400,000 to $700,000, while their counterparts in expensive cities rent apartments forever. This homeownership isn't just shelter. It's wealth building, as Atlanta real estate appreciates 5 to 8% annually, creating equity that compounds into down payments for investment properties, business capital, or retirement security. But it all started with Atlanta's unique geography and development patterns. Unlike constrained coastal cities, Atlanta sprawls across metro area with room to grow, keeping housing prices reasonable relative to incomes. More importantly, Atlanta avoided the extreme residential segregation of northern cities. While certainly not perfectly integrated, Atlanta's Black neighborhoods include everything from working class to genuinely wealthy areas, rather than confining all Black residents to impoverished ghettos. The wealth creation through real estate is substantial. A Black woman who purchased a home in Cascade Heights or South Fulton in 2010 for $250,000 now owns property worth $500,000 to $600,000, $250,000 in equity accumulated just by living in her home. Many leverage that equity to buy rental properties or invest in businesses, multiplying wealth beyond primary residence. The investment opportunities are everywhere. Atlanta's growth means savvy Black women buy properties in emerging neighborhoods, rent them to the constant influx of new residents, and sell years later for substantial profits. Some Black female entrepreneurs own multiple rental properties, generating $5,000 to $10,000 monthly passive income, wealth that continues flowing regardless of their business or career performance. What makes Atlanta's real estate particularly valuable for Black women is the neighborhood options. You can live in majority Black Cascade Heights and send kids to Black majority schools, or choose diverse Decatur with excellent integrated schools, or select upscale Buckhead for luxury living. This choice means Black women don't sacrifice school quality, safety, or neighborhood amenities to live in Black communities. They get everything, from real estate equity to political power. Our next factor shows how controlling city government creates wealth opportunities unavailable elsewhere. Number 3. Black political power. Governance that serves Black interests. All Black mayors. Since 1974. City Council, majority Black. Atlanta has elected black mayors continuously since 1974, 51 years of unbroken black political leadership. This isn't symbolic representation. It's real power directing billions in city contracts, economic development dollars, and policy decisions explicitly toward black wealth creation. When black women control procurement, permitting, economic development, and city contracts, black female entrepreneurs get opportunities that would never materialize in white-controlled cities. The lifestyle political power enables is indirect but profound. Black female business owners win city contracts worth millions. Black female developers get permits and tax incentives for real estate projects. And black female corporate executives get appointed to boards and commissions that shape how billions are spent. This isn't corruption. It's governance serving the community that elected it. But it all started in 1973 when Maynard Jackson became Atlanta's first black mayor, immediately directing city business toward black contractors and businesses. His airport expansion required 40% minority participation, revolutionary at the time, creating pathways for black businesses to scale from small operations to million-dollar enterprises. His successors maintained this focus, making black economic empowerment explicit city policy rather than afterthought. The contract opportunities are substantial. Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, world's busiest, directs hundreds of millions annually to concessions, construction, and services. MARTA, Metropolitan Atlanta Rapid Transit Authority, spends billions on operations and capital projects. The city itself contracts out hundreds of services. Black political control means these opportunities flow disproportionately to black businesses, including many black female-owned firms. The policy decisions matter beyond contracts. Atlanta's government maintains business-friendly regulations, affordable business licensing, and economic development programs specifically targeting black entrepreneurs. When a black woman wants to open a restaurant, boutique, or service business, she encounters government that views her as economic asset rather than regulatory burden. What makes black political power transformative is how it shifts narrative and opportunity. In cities where black people beg white power structures for scraps, Atlanta's black leadership openly prioritizes black wealth creation. This isn't controversial, it's expected. The government that black voters elected serves black economic interests while maintaining city attractive to corporate America and white residents who accept black political control as Atlanta's defining characteristic. From political power to cultural dominance, our final two factors reveal why Atlanta's wealth creation reaches levels impossible elsewhere. Number 2. The entertainment industrial complex, black culture. As industry. Entertainment industry revenue, billions annually. Atlanta is America's black entertainment capital, the place where hip-hop dominates, where black film and TV production rivals Hollywood, where black music industry infrastructure employs tens of thousands, and where black creative professionals earn millions creating content that influences global culture. This isn't just rappers and athletes, it's producers, videographers, makeup artists, stylists, managers, marketing professionals, and dozens of other roles that black women dominate. The lifestyle the entertainment industry creates ranges from comfortable to extremely wealthy. Makeup artists and stylists charging $2,000 to $5,000 per shoot, music producers earning six figures annually, video production company owners generating millions, and creative directors at major labels pulling down seven-figure salaries. Even peripheral roles like event planning, catering, and security benefit from entertainment spending that floods Atlanta's economy. But it all started when Atlanta's affordable living, black majority population, and Southern culture attracted artists fleeing expensive coastal cities. In the 1990s, producers like Jermaine Dupri and Dallas Austin established Atlanta as hip-hop production center, followed by Outkast putting Atlanta on the global music map. As the industry grew, it created infrastructure, recording studios, production companies, management firms, marketing agencies that employed thousands. The wealth creation for black women is substantial. A successful makeup artist working with major artists charges $3,000 to $5,000 per shoot and works 20 to 40 shoots monthly. Annual income of $150,000 to $250,000. Music video producers create content for $50,000 to $200,000 per video. Creative directors at labels earn $200,000 to $500,000 annually. The entrepreneurial opportunities are everywhere. Black women own production companies, management firms, PR agencies, styling services, and creative agencies serving entertainment industry. Each major artist employs a team of 10 to 30 people, many of them Black women earning substantial incomes, providing specialized services. What makes Atlanta's entertainment economy unique is the accessibility. In Los Angeles, breaking into entertainment requires connections and years of struggle. In Atlanta, talent and hustle still matter more than who you know. Black women arrive in Atlanta, network through industry events and social circles, and within months find opportunities that would take years in LA. And finally, at number 1, we reach the factor that makes everything else possible: the psychological and cultural foundation that enables Black female wealth creation at scale. Number 1, the Black majority psychology, wealth without apology. Cultural dominance, majority Black governance, business, culture. At number 1 sits Atlanta's most powerful wealth creation factor: the psychological freedom of living in America's only major city where Black people are the majority, control government, dominate business in key sectors, and shape culture without apology. This isn't diversity, this is Black dominance. And that difference is everything for Black female wealth creation, because ambition, excellence, and wealth accumulation become normal rather than exceptional. The lifestyle this psychology enables is invisible to those who haven't experienced it. Black women in Atlanta wake up in neighborhoods where everyone looks like them, commute through cities governed by officials who look like them, work in companies with Black executives above them, shop at Black-owned businesses, and return home to communities that celebrate their success rather than resenting it. This normalization of Black success and wealth creates permission to be ambitious without being accused of acting white. But it all started with the Great Migration reversal, the moment in the 1970s and 80s when Black people stopped fleeing the South and started returning. Recognizing that Atlanta offered something northern cities couldn't: the ability to be Black without constantly explaining, defending, or justifying their existence. Atlanta welcomed Black professionals, entrepreneurs, and families seeking refuge from places where being Black meant permanent minority status. The psychological impact compounds over generations. Black girls in Atlanta grow up seeing Black female doctors, lawyers, executives, and entrepreneurs as normal rather than exceptional. They attend schools where Black achievement is celebrated, not surprising. They're surrounded by adults who view wealth accumulation as an achievable goal rather than impossible dream. This shapes ambition in ways that statistics cannot capture. The cultural permission is transformative. In cities where Black women succeeding feel like pioneers navigating hostile territory, Atlanta's Black women feel like they're building on foundations others established. Starting a business doesn't require courage to be the first Black woman. It's just business. Buying luxury home in nice neighborhood doesn't feel like invasion of white space. It's just normal life. This psychological difference enables risk-taking and wealth building that fear prevents elsewhere. What makes Atlanta's Black majority psychology the #1 factor is how it multiplies every other advantage. HBCUs produce educated Black women, but in Atlanta, those graduates don't feel isolated in white corporate environments. Corporate opportunities exist everywhere, but in Atlanta, Black women accept executive roles without being tokenized. Entrepreneurship thrives many places, but in Atlanta, Black female entrepreneurs serve majority. Black market that supports their success. Atlanta isn't perfect. Poverty persists. Inequality exists. But for Black women with education, ambition, and work ethic, Atlanta offers something no other American city can match: the ability to build wealth while living in community that looks like them, celebrates them, and supports their success without resentment or surprise. From HBCU talent pipelines to Fortune 500 corporate opportunities, Black female entrepreneurship to affordable luxury real estate, Black political power to entertainment industry wealth, and most importantly, the psychology of Black majority dominance, Atlanta has created America's most powerful Black female wealth creation machine. This is why thousands of Black women relocate to Atlanta annually, why Black female homeownership and business ownership rates exceed national averages by substantial margins, and why Atlanta has earned and maintained its title as the Black Mecca. The opportunities aren't guaranteed, poverty and struggle exist in Atlanta as everywhere. But for Black women willing to work, network, and seize opportunities, Atlanta offers pathways to millionaire status. Impossible in cities where Black people remain permanent minorities, begging white power structures for scraps. Atlanta is different because Black women aren't outsiders fighting for inclusion. They're insiders building generational wealth in a city that belongs to them. Which factor do you think is most important for Black female wealth creation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories about Black wealth building and economic power.